Your baby wakes an hour after being put down at bedtime. Why do they do this? How to stop it? My name's Ruth, I'm a health visitor in England. Let's get into it. First things first, I have 2 sleep guides, one aimed at younger babies, one aimed at older babies, 18 months plus. Links in my bio, the reviews speak for themselves. Go and have a look. That will help you teach your baby fall asleep independently, focusing on the nap gaps that are right for your baby, and how to stop feeding to sleep, yada yada yada, if that's what you want to do. Okay, waking an hour after being put down is one sleep cycle, which usually suggests they were undertired because you've got melatonin on your side. Melatonin is the sleep hormone. So I treated that first little sleep at night as a nap, and like I said, they've got melatonin on their side, so really that should be when they're having a nice longer sleep. So when they are waking in the first few hours of the night time, it tends to suggest undertiredness. They've basically not been tired enough, not built enough sleep pressure up to do a nice lengthy sleep. So to prevent undertiredness, what you want to do is be making that last nap gap long enough that they build up enough sleep pressure. If your child is treating that sleep as a nap, it may suggest that they need a cat's nap in between that nap to bridge the gap. So having a 5-10 minute sleep after their last nap, in between their last nap and bedtime, and they treat that as a nap rather than that going to bed and treating that first sleep as a nap. Does that make sense? Let me explain again. Let me give an example. So every baby is completely different, low sleep needs, high sleep needs, but let's say a rough nap gap for a 7-month-old, that last nap gap is going to be 4 hours before bed, roughly. If then you're seeing them wake an hour after being put down, that 4 hours may either be, if they're struggling, you could give them a 5-minute nap gap in the middle, cat nap, or you could be making bedtime later, because actually ultimately also in this country 7 p.m. for a lot of babies is too early to go to bed. So recap, you can offer a cat nap in between that last nap gap to make sure that that gap before bed is long enough stretch to build up some more sleep pressure, and a 5 to 10 minute cat nap will not interrupt that. You can make their bedtime later if you're finding that they're only having a 2-hour nap gap and they're getting beyond 6 months plus. You can also go in 5 minutes before they wake and try to gently link that sleep cycle by rubbing their back, rousing them, and hope that then it puts them back into a deep sleep. I hope that helps. Real whistle stop tour. Please take a look at my guides.